It's a little late for the sound check on the PA system. That's no sound check.
Well, good, Jim's haunting it.
Hey, cool it, man. But we need to play these guys, you know? There's no difference between them and the Jets.
我们可是要跟这些家伙比赛的，他们跟奇迹队的球员没什么差别。
Cool it? Look, just act like you've been here before.
Step up, Corey.
We've never been here before. Hey, Corey! Don't you touch him on me?
Hello and welcome everyone to Shanghai. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We have a very special presentation of the NBA All-Star Global Tour as the NBA Stars play an exhibition match against the Shanghai Bears.
Well, you can't be anything but in awe of this roster the NBA has put forth. Listen to these names: Curry, LeBron, Harden, Harris. One of the best teams the world has ever seen.
And we hear all the time about super teams in the NBA. Well, this is what a super team looks like.
This should be a fun game for the fans of Chinese basketball, the NBA, and everyone alike. The Bears to start out. And I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge all the hard work that's been put in to make this exhibition game a reality. Clark, a wonderful event for everyone involved.
It's been a blast for me coming out to China for this tour. I don't know about you guys, but I've loved it. I think everybody can agree it's been a success. And I wouldn't be surprised to see the NBA look to make this a tradition like no other.
Great awareness. No reason to take it inside there against the taller man.
Yeah, he knew he had him beat, Greg. I mean, that was clear. Took advantage of the space he had and then calmly and quietly drained it from the mid-range. That's good basketball.
Now, here's AI. Shing and good coming on the assist by AI.
Not too much defense can do there. I mean, at times, Shing is overpowering close to the basket. And, you know, when you see Curry out in an exhibition like this, you can't help but think about how he has completely changed the way players think about offense. I mean, kids all over the world are trying to emulate his play style, which is ball handling mastery and shot making extraordinaire.
Well, fade away, and again it's Shanghai.
Nice mechanics on the shot. AI cashes in for mid-range.
And he got the whistle, so he'll have a three-point play opportunity.
And, you know, it's obvious he's a talented scorer. I mean, that's a given. A guy you can depend on to get it done in a lot of ways.
Curry, without a doubt, the greatest shooter of all time.
It's hard to argue against Curry at this point. I'd go even further and say he's the most impactful shooter with the way he has revolutionized and really changed the game.
Well, you can't come to China and not talk about the biggest connection the country has with the NBA. And, of course, Clark, that is the great Yao Ming.
And, you know, there have been a number of players that have played here in the Chinese League and the NBA, but Yao Ming undoubtedly helped build the bridge between China and the U.S. in terms of pro basketball. A great ambassador for the sport.
Good on both. And Clark, you look at the roster for Shanghai. A few former Americans on it.
Playing overseas is becoming a bit more of a common path for a lot of players. I mean, China in particular has done a good job of making the most of players who just weren't ready for the NBA or were on the tail end of their careers.
Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
When you look at the long strides and athleticism of Antetokounmpo, he gets coming at that goal. It's hard to stop him.
Now, here's Wade. Inside. And the jam by AI.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Pass to James. From 11 feet away. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Boy, and the fans here tonight have been fantastic. A full house coming out to see a lot of global icons.
And with players like LeBron, Curry, and Harden, they are huge names worldwide. And for many here in China, this is the only chance to see them in person.
Antetokounmpo. He's covered by G. Shoots from the baseline. Not going to go that time. So Shanghai will take it the other way. Pass to AI. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. To the paint. And that one's good. Shane. Greg, a lot of groups came together for this NBA Stars exhibition. It's all about establishing a bigger connection to China.
Yeah, and it's no secret. China loves the NBA, and the NBA makes sure to reciprocate with events like this one. It's a two-way street and really great for the game overall.
Time called here as the Stars want to talk it over.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Nothing wrong with that. You got to be flexible. When something isn't working, you adjust, you modify, you go to something else. And that's what the best coaches do.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Guys, that's the only way he knows how to do it. Soft, I don't even think is in his vocabulary. Like any exhibition game, I'm a little reserved in my expectations around the effort that either team will put forth. I mean, the NBA Stars will probably liken this to competing in the All-Star game, but I certainly hope they don't play like an All-Star game. Let's play some real basketball out here.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Now, here's Sanders, covered by Lillard. And again, it's Shanghai.
Well, on some levels, it seems almost unfair for any team to have to try to compete against this roster of NBA stars. But tell you what, you've got to like what you've seen from this Shanghai side. I mean, they know how to work together, and they've got great chemistry. That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Now, here's Sanders. He's guarded closely. AI. You know, he ripped it and cheats it right over Porzingis. Wow!
Playing with some fire and intensity. Ducks like this prove AI isn't to be trifled with.
The Stars trail. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Towns. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a three-point play opportunity. Well, he's one of the bright stars in the league, Greg. Towns could be a great player for a long time.
You know, and Towns has always played like a veteran, even though he hadn't been in the NBA that long. You combine that with his diverse skill set on offense, and you can see why he is becoming feared.
Sanders, covered by Lillard. AI in the post. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. No good on that one. And that concludes a back-and-forth high-scoring first quarter of play. Here's ahead, up 2. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with... quarter number 2. Up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Bears so far?
Listen, early on taking the league, I just like their approach offensively.
Yeah, I like it too. They're doing a great job working the ball around, staying aggressive, and capitalizing too. Yeah, you know, Lillard is so quick and shifty, just impossible to slow him down on the offensive end.
And Lillard just has that knack of taking over a game with his offense. When he is locked in, he is second to none in his ability to score from inside and beyond.
The way he responds, you can tell AI is used to getting knocked around. It didn't faze him at all.
Time called here as the Stars want to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And it's so good, Clark, to see DeMarcus Cousins out on the floor after his Achilles injury and healthy.
You know, coming back from an Achilles tear is no easy task, fellas. I mean, Cousins is one of the more colorful and talented figures in basketball and one of the most impactful big men in the NBA when he's at full strength. He is in the zone. There's a reason he keeps getting the ball. They're feeding him because they trust him to lead their team.
Here's Lillard. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Gotta like that attacking mindset of Lillard. I mean, very confident in his ability to score and finish inside.
Pass to G. It's deflected. Over Towns. Off the left rim and out. And here are the Stars. Trailing by 2. Well, Paul George, a great all-around player. Greg, one of the most sought-after players recently, and it's easy to see why with his play.
Yeah, George is one of the best two-way players in the game. And last season, we saw what he could do with his incredible defensive play all season.
That concludes the first half. Stars out in front, up by 10.
You only down by 10 at the half. That's good. Keep the pressure. Hey, don't worry about that. I got plenty of it. I'll be at the bench.
Yo, man, you betting? I look for your warm-ups. Just missed you.
Likewise. You know, Coach matched us up this half, and I'm all in.
Okay, I feel you. Hey, how about this? Wager. Our flight's later tomorrow afternoon. Free for dinner? Show me around. Whoever scores the least points buys.
All right, bet. Nothing sweeter than a free meal. I'm about to put on a show.
I'm glad to see nothing's changed.
You ready? Yeah.
And thank you for joining us on our NBA All-Star Global Tour. It's the second half of our broadcast between the NBA Stars and the Shanghai Bears.
And the NBA Stars did what they do best. But you have to give credit to this Shanghai team now. I mean, they've stayed in it.
And playing in front of their fans has kept the Bears full of energy. You expect the NBA players to turn it on at any point, though.
Another half on the way in what has been a fantastic exhibition so far.
And, you know, of course, Corey Harris was drafted by the Lakers not long ago. I mean, he quickly developed into a star form.
Yeah, the Lakers identified very early on that Harris was a player to build around. And they hit gold with him in that draft. Give credit to the front office for finding their guy and then just going after him.
Outside Curry. Pass to James. It's hauled in by the Bears. As their comeback bid had better get started.
I don't know, guys. guys. It's going to take a pretty big run to get back in this one.
You know, seeing AI in action for the first time in a while here, it's clear he's worked on his game, showing a lot of poise going up against this team of NBA stars.
They set the pick. Pass to Harris. LeBron. The shot, no good.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Agree with you there, partner, because that screen really freed him up nicely, and that's a shot. And if you're a pro, you need to make that one.
Knocked away. Hammered jam by AI.
And kicking it up a notch. AI demonstrating why he's ready to take the next step in his career.
The Stars on offense, leading by 5. And Clark, as you said, AI is certainly putting in work for Shanghai.
Well, he's had a game where it might be time for an NBA team to give him a second look. I know it's just one game, but he looks vastly improved since his time in college.
You know, it's a great treat to see LeBron James here in this exhibition. I mean, he's one of the biggest stars to ever play and going stronger than ever at this late stage in his career. Right now, it's hard to argue that he isn't the face of basketball.
Now a timeout called by the NBA Stars. As you said, LeBron James, a star among stars here in this exhibition.
Yeah, and LeBron is one of the most famous athletes in the world, and it is great. He would be willing to come on a tour like this. Says a lot about his commitment to growing the NBA.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Pass to Shing. Now, here's Wade. To the inside. Here's AI. And one thing with Harris, he has shown great leadership skills, guys, since joining the league. Clark, you've said that before.
Well, you know, he was a leader in college, and we saw him immediately step into that same role with the Lakers. Very few players are wired for that, but I think Harris is one of them.
Shanghai trailing. G outside. It's AI high post. It's rebounded by the Stars.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
That's what I call an everything but. Good execution, just didn't knock it down. But you're right, they're happy with that shot.
Pass to you. Ming. Outside, Gunn. Just 5 to shoot. Here's AI. Up and in. That's his 10th make in the contest. He has only taken 13 shots. And for AI, he was a player, Greg, who was strong in college, entered the draft, but couldn't find a team to take the risk picking him.
Yeah, and him not getting drafted might have been a case of AI getting misinformation about where he was slated to be picked. He'll have his chance to show what he can do versus NBA talent here tonight.
AI's range is impressive. I mean, that's deep. And it's a shot he's comfortable taking.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kinds of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And he uses the glass on the way.
Well, you look out there, a little bit of a reunion going on the floor. I mean, fans will remember that both Harris and AI played together in college for a season.
Lillard attacking, and they pick up 2.
And one thing about Lillard, he can go either way on the drive. A versatile attacker of the rim.
AI, the screen, to the inside. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
To the middle, Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Unselfishness from Lillard, has no problem giving the ball up, especially when he's got a guy wide open.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Down low. AI, no good. From deep, and it's Damian Lillard with the three.
You just cannot permit Lillard to get into a zone from deep. I mean, once that happens, you can't turn the valve off.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Stars out in front. They lead by 6. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. And here's May. Pass to G. Porzingis with the block.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
And G Chow slams it in.
And guys on defense gasping for air at this point.
Well, I'll tell you what, Greg, what can they do? I mean, nobody can miss a shot. I mean, these guys are bringing it on offense right now.
Now, here's Lillard. He's covered by Meng. Lillard, right side. Harris over AI. And it comes off the front of the rim. G, the screen. Now, here's Hodong. Rocket 6. G, the screen. Over Davis. Hodong can't get it to go. Now a chance to see Porzingis here, recovered from his injury, and we can only hope that he's at full strength from here on out.
Playing in a game like this, getting some light reps in, I think that's a good step. You just want him to be on the court as much as possible for the NBA season, as he is one of the most exciting players in our league.
And by Meng, it's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's AI, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Davis.
You see how hungry AI is, wants to prove he has what it takes to be a star.
The first one falls, so both teams making some changes here. And both free throws good for AI. The Stars leading. Here's George. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
I love seeing George be so assertive down low. Certainly doesn't lack confidence. An accomplished scorer.
And the Bears call time here.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Always. And having a good coach is critically important. I mean, you need somebody you can count on to make the right adjustment.
It's AI on the wing. Guarded by Harris. G outside. G the screen. G gets the bucket.
No fear there. Fearlessness is more like it. Love seeing G exert his will and force himself into the paint area close to the goal.
James, no good.
You know, guys, if you talk to fans of the Chinese league, they'll tell you that Wei is one of the better players. I mean, he's smart, and he's a guy who can do a lot of damage at the offensive end.
Back to AI. 5 to shoot, and the call will go against Corey Harris. That is his first foul of the game. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. G, the screen. Just 5 to shoot. On the wing, Whaley. To tie it up. Good D by James. And as you said, Wei, one of the better players in the Chinese league.
And you can tell that a lot of fans are hoping Wei can hold his own against these NBA stars. It would mean a great deal for just how far the league here in China has come.
Timeout called the Bears. So here are the Stars. They held a 12-point lead early.
Well, you want to see the epitome of a completely unguardable player? Look up the Greek Freak. I mean, we've seen him take the next step to become a perennial MVP candidate. This guy is special.
Harris's shot is good.
He's never afraid of taking the big shots. Harris is very comfortable with the ball in his hands in these situations.
Now, here's Way. He's guarded closely. Out left to the wing. Pass to AI. Back to G. Shoots over Curry. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And plays like this demonstrate how cool G is in the clutch. What a player.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Sheng pulls it in. Here's Shanghai. It allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter.
They came close there to tying it up.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the fourth, that would have been a big bucket for him.
Curry can't get it to go. It's AI with the drop. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. So we can't get either to fall. And the NBA Stars with possession. It's a 3-point game. It's Curry outside. Good. And a nice assist from Corey Harris.
And the D must be aware of Curry. He looks to shoot whenever he gets the rock.
6-second difference between shot and game plan. Outside, Way. Pass to Sheng. On the wing, Way Lee. The Bears with another miss. And an intentional foul right there. And he commits the intentional foul. First free throw is good. Now it seemed inevitable that the NBA Stars handle their business, and they didn't disappoint as they come out on top over Shanghai.
Credit to the